Okay, I brought new rules. This is about the centralization of power that's going on in the Kentucky state government that is in lockstep with the federal government. Authoritarian regimes' ultimate goals cannot be accomplished if foundational components are not laid. But an authoritarian regime uses data to shape and demand a specific behavior, to punish noncompliance, and to enforce the state or the federal government ideologies. To do so, it creates agencies and institutes surveillance of personal, financial, healthcare, and social data as a means to control the population. Kentucky has started doing things like that, and I want to tell y'all about my most concerning. Is Senate Bill 244. It creates a Department of Law. And within that Department of Law, underneath in its structure, it also creates a Department of Child Support Services and an Office of Data Privacy. But then it also includes the Office of Administrative Hearings, the Department of Community-Based Services, the Offices of the Public Defender, KSP, and the Attorney General. So the Department of Law would regulate businesses, set a legal framework for healthcare, and for general law enforcement. They would have access to personal health care data, mental health and addiction treatment records, medical history, and data related to social behavior, family structure, and education records. And all of those mental health bills, you know, we think, oh my God, they actually care about mental health now? Like, what has happened in our government? All of a sudden they're on board with good mental health? No. They're on board with the data that they gain into this centralized government. On top of that, the Kentucky state government has filed House Bill 422. It actually expands the state's role in healthcare service, and it strengthens the collection and control of personal data. Specifically expands state-run healthcare via Medicaid and other government assistance. It centralizes the data collection into one place to monitor, intervene, and influence the health outcomes based on that data. Senate Bill 256 creates our own Department of Government Efficiency. The federal government's got DOGE, we've got COGE, Kentucky Office of Government Efficiency, to eliminate waste and enhance cost efficiency. They will also be collecting data for analysis. It is a uniform, controlled approach to governance that allows surveillance and behavior engineering. And behavior engineering is basically taking your behavior and then modifying that if that behavior doesn't fit the regime. House Bill 253 creates a centralized financial database for tax collection, business fees, and economic regulations. It grants the state access to detailed financial, tax, and ownership details, and potentially your spending habits are then under surveillance. So data collection, centralized power, more data collection, and centralized governance. And again, authoritarian regimes focus on data collection, surveillance of personal, financial, healthcare, and social data, and they use the data to shape your behavior, punish noncompliance, and enforce state ideologies. They do so through a creation of agencies to expand state control, consolidate power and control, and build framework to monitor, suppress, regulate, and ensure behavioral compliance. So inside our state government right now, we are centralizing and creating our own Kentucky Nazis.